edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from DHA.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important.
David Aldridge, thank you. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And, Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bembry out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. Reddish dishes to Young. It's good from long range.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
And the rejection by Collins. Pass to Young. Here's Bembry. Lays it up off the glass.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Middleton finds Antetokounmpo.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bembry misses. Not a fast start for the Bucks. 7-point differential. And the Bucks miss again. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. He dishes it to Young. And it falls over the rim and in. Young's got 5.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, you know, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Bledsoe for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
Here's Young. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And here we go. And it's in there.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Giannis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Young against Bledsoe. Unloads from 13. That one off the back iron and out. The Bucks trail. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Lopez. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Collins. Here's Young. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
They now take the lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. This year comes in for John Collins. And it's Teagan for Reddish. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Passes to Labissiere. Back to Young. This one for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside Hill. Matthews with it. Guarded by Hunter. The pass to Hill. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Pass to Labissiere. In the corner, it's Hunter. From 13, he can't hit that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Down low, and they're moving it up. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
And here is Teague. 9 points last game out. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Teague against Hill. And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A 3rd would be a problem.
Teague for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when Teague caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Young with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Young's got 16.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Matthews passes to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Hill looking around. That 3 off the mark.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Shot's good from Young.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Hill. Pass to Connaughton. It's back to Hill. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
That's tipped. Teague against Matthews. Kicks it to Lopez. And there's the pass to Connaughton. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Bucks. No good that time. The Hawks leading by 7. It's Young on the wing. Another three for Atlanta.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jacks up a three. Another three for Atlanta.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Matthews, and it's blocked. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Dwayne Dedmon, Bembry out there with Trae Young. Then there's Hunter, and it's Fernando in at the power forward position.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
For three, Hill from beyond the arc, and then some. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Atlanta making some changes. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Hunter. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, you know, as dominant as the Greek Freak is offensively, the tendency is that people overlook his impact at the other end of the floor. I mean, you could make a case that he might be the league's most versatile defender, too.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Kyle Korver. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. The Bucks working the ball around.
And he's won MVP, but would it surprise you to see Giannis win the Defensive Player of the Year before his career is done?
No, it would not surprise me, Greg. I mean, he's an elite rim protector. He's an outstanding rebounder on both backboards, and he's disruptive because of his length and athleticism and his tenacity and passion. Don't discount that.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And now we have a moment to recognize the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, Trae Young.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And the crafty, cunning Teague, fantastic at finding ways to score down low.
Bledsoe passes to Giannis. It's stolen by Teague. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Teague's got the ball. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Bembry. Back to Collins. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Capella. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 7. Atlanta leading by 9. Bembry the pass to Teague. Pass to Reddish. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Teague. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Off the inbound. And he sinks the layup. He's got 7. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Bembry. And there it is for him. And the Hawks lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Shots good by Middleton.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Middleton. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Teague with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Teague against Bledsoe. Teague the pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Releases from 15. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now, here's Reddish. He started close. For Atlanta, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. The first free throw is good. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Labissiere. Hunter's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. On the wing, Korver. Williams trying to break free. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Marvin Williams.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Reddish. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. The three from Korver. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Hill against Young. Over Hill. Fernando. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He looked invincible from long range, dialing up 5 3-pointers. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Bledsoe is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here's Young. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Young taking his time here. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 28.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
No good from Bledsoe. Atlanta leading by 5. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Now Reddish. 5 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Collins with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. DiVincenzo passes Giannis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Hunter's checked in for Reddish. Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 30 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Here's Hunter. And too long on the shot. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Middleton for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. The pass to Capella. Young against Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
DiVincenzo finds Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Young dishes to Labissiere. Back to Young. Collins up top. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Teague. 7 points in the game. And Young kicks to Teague. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Teague keeps defenders off balance, out of their comfort zone, and quite often because of that, he's able to draw fouls.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Ilyasova. Count it. Good. The Hawks leading. Young pass to Labissiere. Young outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And they double up Giannis. 2 points. That one goes. 22 points for Giannis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes in for Young. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Reddish kicks to T. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Now here's Matthews. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's good. 2 points. And that's now 11 points for Jeff Teague.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The 3 from Korver. The three-pointer is right on target. Korver's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Off target from outside. Hunter with it. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Teague drives in. Dedmon kicks to Reddish. Pass to Bembry. Here's Dedmon. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
From downtown, and there's Korver on the assist by Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Teague dishes to Dedmon. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Pass to Bembry. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Teague. From deep. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Kicks it down to Middleton, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. The Hawks trail by 9. Teague, the pass to Reddish. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. But they get it back. Now, here's Reddish. Defended by Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot.
And Lopez did exactly what he had to there on that defensive stop. He just got right in his face and made it tough for him.
T kicks to Bembry. Here's Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 9. Middleton outside. Passes it to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Teague, the pass to Collins. Here's Bembry. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's-eye view. You've gotten a front-court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And the dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
And the pass to DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Giannis, he's checked in for Williams. And the second free throw, good. Here's Young. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. Let's see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
All right, thank you, David. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Pass to Reddish from the arc. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Middleton against Young. And here's Collins. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Stolen by Collins. Now Reddish. And here's Young from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Young's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Bledsoe outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good. Giannis has got 31 points.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Young for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 6 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 16. Bembry the pass to Reddish. Pass to Bembry. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And the baseline jumper, no good. And the Hawks with possession. It's a 16-point game. Here's Collins. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're ahead by 14. A minute 42 left to play here in the 4th. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
They've lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Middleton drives in. Here's Giannis. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Young against Bledsoe. Launches a 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against the Hawks.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Floats one up, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Shot from the inbound. Korver from deep three-point land. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they did.
All right, David, thank you.